Welcome everybody. Now here we're going to have a short video that's sort of the bookend to the early videos on this channel. I mentioned from the very beginning about how it had been so dry this year that I hadn't mowed the lawn like all summer, from the very last weekend of June at the very least, and now I'm about to. You can see these brown patches. That is all basically the dead tops of Queen Anne's lace and buckhorn for the most part. A few other little wildflowers in there too, but mostly those. And I would expect at least some of that to go away, but we shall see. I do mow with the deck set as high as it possibly can be, so yeah, it might not get all that. But we do that because of the septic field. I mentioned in the septic system video that that particular chunk of grass is very susceptible to dryness, so we've always mowed that at the highest height, even when my dad did it. And basically so to give it a little chance, because if you have a area that's going to be dried out, you probably don't want it to be scalped every week when you mow, so we always left that high. And since that is gone, I have decided that I'm going to just mow the whole lawn at that height instead of just changing the height of the blade over and over again. So yeah, that's what we get. So we'll see how that goes. The biggest problem with that is probably over by my neighbor's lawn at the border, where you can see the difference in the heights. Mine's like a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch higher than his, but he probably hates that, but it's just life, and that's how I'm going to do it, so it's going to have to deal. So next, I'm going to show you, I'm going to mow like about halfway through. I'll get the front and I will mow around the house and the decks, and you will see a sort of in progress look at it coming up right now. There you are. That's what it looks like halfway through. You can see this path that I've mowed right near the deck itself, and the difference in height. You can see that it's just not very much. It's it was just really dry this year, so it grew maybe 1 or 2 weeks worth at best for most of the grass itself. Some little bits of it spit up. You can kind of see them moving in the breeze here, but mostly it's just very little growth. You can see these long shadows. I'm kind of chasing the sunlight here. So this shot, since the sun set by the time I was done, is from the next day, and you can see that the brown patches do remain because of the high deck, and that's life. It's going to be covered by winter snow very soon anyway. Then maybe if we get a good year next year with rain, it'll grow back in and choke that stuff out. We'll have nice green stuff through there again. Who knows? Maybe it'll be like this year. It's gotten drier in the fall, so it's hard to say. It's amazing that I'm mowing this late at the end of November. I would never mow this late normally. This year, the weather would have dictated a mow in the last week of September, because it got so cold like immediately after the autumnal equinox, so the grass would have stopped growing then. But I kept it around for content because a lot of my videos had to do with stuff that was going on with the lawn, so it just sort of stayed this way. Sometimes you would mow into late October, or well, early to mid-October maybe. I remember Dad probably doing it into maybe near to the middle of October. You just never know what Michigan's going to throw at you for weather in the early fall. But there it is, all cut down. See my nice straight lines? I actually did pretty well. I'm not the straightest mower in the world, but I do my best. This time I actually did pretty good, I think. It's hard to tell because the land is so contoured. It looks like you're way off, but it turns out fine. So yeah, so that's basically it. There's your mowed lawn. Anyway, I thank you all for watching. You can do all that stuff at the bottom. It's always there if you so desire. And I hope that you all have the best possible day that you can. And I will see you soon. Take care.